Welcome to your SimPOS reporting session. You'll have reporting tools that you may adapt to your needs within SimPOS. We host receipts and make other information available in the system for up to 7 years. You'll use the batch report to see which batches have settled in SimPOS. The user must customize the data series and then submit. The batches will be broken down into card type, allowing you to view the totals and transaction count by date. To view the transactions within the total, the user may double-click the row and a window will show the transaction information. Batches may be grouped using the Group by Payment Type button. Once the window has opened, select or deselect the payment type options and close the window. Whenever you need to confirm any information tied to check transactions, you'll use the check report to filter by date range. Then select Submit for the transactions to show. The dynamic search field may be used to filter through the transactions, typing in the customer name, last four of the check number, last four digits of the account, amount, or invoice number. Once the transaction is found, double-click its row to either pull up the invoice for email or printing, see the image of a scanned check front and back, or lastly to print an authorization form for the customer and your records. Now, if you want to research information for approved card and check transactions exclusively, the Transactions report will display these. The report is especially useful for reconciliation or end-of-day reporting. First, select a date range under Data Series, and if necessary, the additional drop-down menus allow you to filter more specifically. Select Submit to pull the transactions from the database and retrieve the results. The grand total will show on the bottom right-hand corner based on the selected data series. Right above, it will show the funds broken down by card type, or you could change it to show a breakdown by transaction type using the Order By drop-down menu. Transactions also has two graphs, one showing the funds processed by user, and the other graph shows the funds processed for specific card types. Here, the same options are available as in Reprint in regards to exporting transactions and customizing the fields. After retrieving the data, you may select the Filter Cashiers button. Here, the arrows may be used to pick and choose which users you want to filter for the data shown. Once you have made your selection, you may close the window and the report will refresh to show only the data for the users you chose. Finally, a detailed or summary report can be printed by using the icons on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Reprint is SimPOS's master reporting tool and will show all transaction attempts whether they were approved or not. This feature will allow you to review previous transactions, pull up receipts, and print or email them as necessary. First, you'll select a date range under Data Series. If necessary, the drop-down menus may be used to filter more specifically. Voided transactions or partial reversals may be filtered under Transaction Type. Select Submit to retrieve the transactions. The dynamic search field may be used to filter through the transactions, typing in the last four digits, customer name, invoice number, or any other information tied to the transaction. Once the data shows, double-click the transaction to pull up the stored receipt, or select it and click the Reprint button on the bottom right-hand corner. The stored receipt can be printed or emailed. The transaction data can be printed, copied onto a spreadsheet program, and you can control which columns of the data appear by selecting the corresponding icon. The same scenario goes for cash transactions. Access Cash Summary and search by date, to then filter the retrieved data by user, amount, or invoice to name a few. Use the total to match the closing amount you should have in drawer at the end of the day. SimPOS, creating efficiencies through payment innovation.